Hello guys, how you guys doing? This is your girl Lady T coming to you once again with a Ogbonge talk. This time around, I want to talk to the ladies about mommy's boy. Mommy's boy. Maybe in my next video, I will talk about mommy's girl. But in this very particular video, I want to talk about mommy's boy. Maybe you are in a relationship with a mommy's boy or you are married to a mommy's boy. I think this video will be very helpful for you. Most especially if you are dating a mommy's boy. I think there are some things you need to know so that you prepare yourself. If you really want to go ahead, you know, maybe to marry a mommy's boy, or you give the guy some time to become a man, because marriage is not for boys. Marriage is for men. When we talk about men, I'm not talking in terms of age, because there are some guys that are in their 40s and they are just behaving like kids. They are behaving like children. And you find some guys in their 20s, they are behaving more mature. And you are kind of wondering, as in when they tell you their age, how young they are, and comparing it with their character, you know, you just find a whole lot of maturity in their doings. And you come across a guy who is in his 40s, he just behaving like a boy. And then we have some of these guys, around, as in their mommy's boy. Their mommy's boy, as in their children in men's clothing, as in putting on the skin of a man, whereas in deep inside of them, they are boys. They are not matured yet. And then I'm going to give you some of these points for you to know if you are dating a mommy's boy or you are married to a mommy's boy. And the point number one is that his mother's opinion is more or means more than yours. His mother's opinion is, mean more than your own opinion. In the sense that maybe you people, you give your own opinion, the mother gives his own opinion, because mommy's boy, they always run back to mommy. For everything, anything at all, mommy has the final say. Mommy's boy, they don't have mind of their own. Their mother controls them like a remote control. There's difference between dealing with a real man and dealing with mommy's boy. It's not easy dealing with mommy's boy. I will give you some of these points, then you understand what I'm trying to say. So the first point I gave before was his mother's opinion mean more than yours. So even though your own opinion is great, but whatever the mother says is just the final. So the mother's opinion stands, not yours. And another point is that if you're married to a mommy's boy, you find out that you and the mother, you are competing for affection. Because the guy doesn't know how to set a balance between the wife and the mother. And there are some mother-in-laws, they are not mother-in-laws. They are demons-in-laws. You find there are some good mother-in-law, please. There are some good one, very, very good one. And if you are fortunate to have a good mother-in-law, thank God for you. Why some, they are not good. They are very wicked. Very, very wicked. As if they don't behave as if they are even mothers. That they themselves, they have children. So you are competing for affection. And one thing mothers, some of these mothers doing this, one thing they need to understand is that when your boy was a boy, you had all the affection that you could get from him. Now that he has decided to get married, he has decided to, bring a woman into his life, don't expect the same affection. It can't be the same, because now he has a woman. Because what the wife will do in his life, you cannot do it. Or can you sleep with your son? although there are some women who sleeps with their son. That is why you find some of them when their boy finally gets married, to them is like competition. The son's wife is like their mate, just fighting for affection, which is not supposed to be. And especially if you are dating a guy whose mother is no longer with the father. I repeat, if the mother is no longer with the dad and he happens to be the only son or happens to be the first son, and before he decides to get married, he has been playing the role of a husband and not the role of a wife to his mom. He has been playing the role of a husband to his mother. Now, wahala. And if he's not a guy who could set a balance, that okay, then yes, because my father was not there for you, maybe because I am the only son. Okay, fine, I'm the only man figure in the house. I was playing the role of a husband to her and all that stuff. But when it now comes to a point where you want to get married, you should be able to set a balance. So when you're not able to set a balance, that is when it becomes a problem. Because it is never a problem when you try to show your mother affection, show her love, play the role of a husband for her because your father was not there. It is good. I'm not saying it is not good, but when you now want to get married, let her understand and set a balance. Otherwise, you are going to have problem. She's going to have problem with your wife. Because why? The affection you show towards your wife is not the same affection you show towards your mother. And some of this mother, they don't want to understand. It's like they are now competing with their son's wife for the guy's affection. And for another point for you to know that you are dating a mommy's boy or you are married to a mommy's boy is that they talk to mommy every day. Every day. It is either the mother is calling him or he's calling the mother. In the morning, either the mother will wake him up with a phone call or he will call the mother. And the mother forgets that this guy is married. He has a wife. Maybe you are calling at the wrong hour when they're having intimacy and you are disturbing them with their phone. And the boy is like being distracted from what he's doing because the mother is calling him. The mother is like, I don't know if I should call the mother the first wife or the second wife. One thing mother should understand, your son is your son. Your son can never be your husband. When he's married to a woman, that woman is his wife. He is the husband to that woman, not your own husband. Your son is your son. Your husband is your husband. So, in this African mentality, calling their children husbands, and at the end of the day, it's bringing a lot of problem in many marriages, And then, as I was saying, the point I was that they talk to mommy every day. Every day new. They talk every day. In the evening, before the guy will go to bed, he must talk to mommy. It's either he's calling mommy or mommy is calling him. As in, he cannot really I'm not saying it is not good that you shouldn't talk to your mother, but at least check on them. You shouldn't be everyday stuff. Every day you must call your mother. And then another point for you to know that you are dating a mommy's boy or you are married to a mommy's boy is that he acts like a baby man when the mother is around. Because maybe the mother knows that the guy does not have a mind of his own. He knows that the guy doesn't have a voice of his own because the mother decides for him. The mother virtually does everything for him. So the mother knows that. So when the mother is around, he wants to prove to the mother that, me, I'm a man. Whereas he's not a man, he's a boy. He wants to prove to the mother that I'm a man, I can dominate my wife or I can control my wife. And such men, when their mother is not around, they are very great, very caring, very loving when their mother is not there. When their sisters are not in the picture, you enjoy their company. They are very loving. But once their mother is around or their sisters are around and they want to prove to them, I'm a man, you now see them behaving so stupidly, trying to prove to their mother or their sister or their brother that they can dominate you. And one thing they don't understand is that marriage, in short, in life, you cannot dominate a fellow human being. Anybody that tries to dominate a fellow human being is a witch. You cannot dominate your fellow human being. You can't. Somebody can respect you, can honor you, but you don't dominate human being because God has not given you the power to dominate your fellow human being. And another point is that for you to know you are dating a mommy's boy always takes sides with the mother. Even though he sees that what the mother is doing is wrong, he will always take sides with her. He will never take sides with you. Because why? He wants to please the mother. Because why? He's a mommy's boy. And another point for you to know you are dating a mommy's boy is that mommy's boy talks to his mom about intimacy, as in sharing intimate things with the mother. When I say intimacy, I mean what I'm saying. You will see the mother will be asking the son, how intimate is he with his wife? And you see the guy discussing it with him. Discussing with the mother, intimate things with the mother about his wife. I don't know, mothers, wetin you wan know? Is your son sleeping with you? Sometimes I wonder if some of those women who are doing this, if their children, their sons are sleeping with them. You will see them, because they don't have the mind of their own. It's like their mother has taken away their brain. Their mother has taken away their brain. So the mother just control the brain, the way she likes. And another point for you to know you are dating mommy's boy is that if the mother does not approve, that deal is dead on arrival. You have some deals with your husband. Because of the mother, the guy becomes a deal breaker. Because why? You discuss some nice things with him, you had a deal with him, and you have settled the matter. Mommy's boy will always go back to mommy because they can't. They can't. They will always go back to mommy and discuss with mommy. And if the mommy says no, it's as good as dead. It is no. No matter what you, the wife, will say, you will never agree. Because why? The mommy have said no, and it is no. And another point for you to know you are dating mommy's boy, you can never be good enough. You, the woman, you can never be good enough for the boy. If she's not the one who chose you for him. Because why? Such mothers, some of these women that has turned their son into mommy's boy, believe that their boys doesn't know what is good for them. So they knows what is good for the guy. So if the guy should go out there, fall in love with a woman and brings the woman home, the mother will never accept her. Because the mother believes that you are not good enough for the boy, because the boy does not have the capacity to choose a woman for himself. So the mother has to choose for him. So if it is not the mother who have chosen you for the son, you can never be good enough. No matter what you do, you can never be good enough for him, and you will be having problems. And especially because now I'm not talking about real men. No, let me just differentiate it between a real man and mommy's boy. If a real man brings you home and the mother, is feeling funny somehow, maybe doesn't like you or that stuff, what real men does is that they try to make their family to love you. They say good things about you. They cover you up. They are like shit to you. They do things, say things that will make their family to accept you. That is what real men does. And even though you happen to be the only son, or you happen to be the first son of the woman, and is a real man, he will stand for you. And at the end, both of you will have victory. you will have good relationship with your in-laws. But when it comes to mommy's boy, they don't have the capacity because they don't have a brain of their own. So they don't have the capacity to learn how to reconcile or to bring the wife and the family together. They don't have. So whatever the mother says, it goes because they are not real men. And also another point for you to know you are dating a mommy's boy is that he does it in mommy's ways. This is mom. Then you start hearing them. Mom say, or my sister said, or my brother wants it this way. But mostly common about mom say, or my sister say. You understand? So it's always mommy's ways. So if it is not mommy's way, it is nobody's way. And another point is that mommy's boy expects you to be like his mother. Ladies, you are not his mother. You can never play the role of a mother. A mother is a mother. You are a wife. You are a wife to him. So your role is to play the role of a wife to him and not a mother. He has a mother. But he cannot expect you to be like his mother. The mother is his mother. You are who you are. So that is what most mommy's boy, that is what they expect from their women. And then another point is that you can never please their mother. Especially if she's not the one who chooses you for the son. You can never please her. If you like, cut your neck and give to her. She will never appreciate it. Because why? She doesn't like you. And these are some of the things. These women who have turned their sons to toys, if the son should end up marrying an intelligent woman, they feel strengthened. They feel that you, as the woman, you will come and open the guy's eyes. That means you expose the guy to things that he should know. Things that will make the man to become a man. And they don't like it. Because why? They want to be in control of their son's life. They want to be in control. So they don't want a situation whereby you will come and, enlighten their sons. No, they don't want it. They don't want it. So they just want their son to continue to be a toy in their hands. So that is one of the major problems. So when you are dating a mommy's boy, definitely the woman, you can never please her. You can never please her. And another point is that she approves of everything. If she's not approving it, it can't work. And another problem with this mommy's boy and mothers, some of these mothers who have turned their children to toy, is that they have a way of manipulating their children, their sons. They have a way of manipulating them. You will see some of them, they will come and tell their son, my son, there are things, they know the way to walk into their son's heart. There are things they will say. They will not tell their sons that they just went to, and most of these women, most of them, not all, some of them, they go to fake prophets and fake pastors, and they will start seeing useless vision. And especially if the woman doesn't like you, if she doesn't like the woman, the son's wife, what they do is that they will come and tell the son, while I went for prayer for you, the man of God saw a vision that in the next 3 months to 6 months, you should not sleep with your wife. Mommy's boy will not stand against it. Mommy's boy will obey because what? They are toys. They will obey their mother. Because there's so much belief in their mother, and their mother is like a superhero, a superwoman, that whatever their mother says is just nothing but the truth. So their mother uses that to manipulate them. Mommy's boy, the mother will come and tell him, don't eat your wife's food. For the next 4 months, the prophet says she should not eat her food, that she wants to do this, she wants to do that. And they are all lies. Mommy's boy will not even dispute it. They will just agree to the mother. And what the mother will do, the mother will say, don't worry, I'll be doing the cooking for you. And at the end of the day, it only takes the grace of God. When you see somebody in such marriage, it takes the grace of God for that marriage to survive. Because how many women will be able to tolerate or bear it? So that is the more reason why before you marry, check if the guy is mommy's boy. I'm not saying that you should leave him, but I would rather advise you, let him grow up first to become a man, before you start talking about marriage. Because if you go ahead and marry him whereby it is not the mother who have chosen you for the guy, you have a lot of challenges, you have a lot of battles to fight. It only takes the grace of God for it to survive. And lastly, what I want to say is that if you read your Bible very well, if you are a Christian, the Bible says that a man will leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they will what? Become one. You become one with your wife. That means there must be a leaving before cleaving. That means you must leave your father and mother, and then you will not cleave to your wife. So you cannot cleave to a woman when you have not left your mother and your father. And when you talk about leaving your mother and your father, it does not mean that you will not have anything to do with your mother again. That means you are just leaving them. No, absolutely not. That is not what that scripture is saying. What is simply trying to say is that living is that when you have issues, you will not go back to them. That means now you are man enough to do what? Take care of your issues. You are man enough to take care of your responsibility. You are man enough to decide what happens in your own nuclear family. So you should be man enough to decide what you want in your home, not your mother deciding for you, not your sister deciding for you, not your brother deciding for you. And this is my advice to those who are married, that when you have challenges in your marriage, don't run to your parents. Don't run to your brothers. Don't run to your sisters. It's only very, very few family members that will stand on the side of the truth when there are issues in marriages. Only few, very few family members that will stand on the side of it, because you, the guy, you are their son, you are their brother. They will always stand by you, and you will think that they are demonstrating love to you. Do you think that they got your back? But in the actual sense, they are destroying your marriage. And then too, they might think that they are trying to please you, to make you happy, and they will end up destroying your marriage. So my advice to you is that when you have issues in your marriage, either you go to a marriage counselor, or you go to your pastor, or you go to an elderly person who is not a family member, that can always tell you guys the truth to your face. Even though it is bitter, it will not be on anybody's side, but you always stand on the side of the truth for your marriage to work. But if you run to your I'm talking about mommy's boy. Mommy's boy. If you run to your mommy, your mother will destroy your marriage for you. Many families have destroyed many marriages. They have destroyed many marriages. That is why I normally advise people, when you have issues, don't go to your family members. Go to a neutral person that can tell you the truth. And you'll see that, things will work out for you both. Instead of you going to your family, and especially if you're a mommy's boy, I advise you, please change. If you know you want to marry, if you know you feel that you are man enough to have a woman, then you should be man enough to decide what you want for yourself, not your mother, not your sister, not your brother deciding for you. But if you know you are not man enough to decide for yourself what you want, then don't marry yet. Wait until you matured into a man. I'm not talking in terms of age. I'm talking in terms of character. I'm talking in terms of, the ability to decide what you want for you, good things that you want for yourself. So, my guys, this is just the short message I have for you today. Until I come your way next time with Mommy's Girl, stay blessed and have a lovely day and have a lovely week. Thank you.